Howdy, folks. I'm Colonel Sanders, and you're not. That's for my impersonator friends. I have none. I have one, two. I got two there. Decent. All right. Make sure all our audio is good. Yep, all the audio is good. I'll share this live to the interweb. Do 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 do. Nose is a little runny today. Hey, game found. Look at that. I'm sharing it all to the interweb. I have no idea where we dropping. We're gonna have to use that real quick. It's alright. I might land in a sucky spot, but we'll be alright. I'm still sharing everything. Alright. Alright. Hi, Stacy. Alright. Everything's shared. Fun fact, Uncle Harley was alive long enough to see the Atari's existence. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. There is a video game that he was alive long enough to see before he died. I don't know what his thoughts on these games would be. He died yesterday, or actually no, 2 days ago, because it's midnight now here. He died December 16th, 1980. Ooh, another fitty pot. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. That's what KFC's missing out on right here, folks. They're actually missing out on good food. They should fix that. I'm still sour about Central City. They ruined it for me. They could take all that credit there for me not liking the food. Where are we going? Remember to hit like on the live, folks, if possible. Helps boost it on the algorithm. Let some algorithm gods know that this video is worth watching. Wake up, people, Fortnite gamers. Got an ad on my own live. That is wild. Hello, sir. Let's see if they want to come back for more, no? Where are you? Ah, yes. I hip fired that. And of course, yeah, I'll hire you. That was a disgusting shot. Very gross. Well, thank you. Oh, things are about to get plumb wild. Can't hear a word you say. Oh, I couldn't hear you. I thought it had to do with the piggy for a second. Wink, wink. My senses are heightened right now. Okay. Everybody dies now. Nobody. guess what? I want to use the most overpowered gun in the game. Rage quit! Rage quit! Rage quit! Oh crap. I'm gonna rage quit. Oh, you done? Yeah! Give me bullets I don't even need. Hello, I make money. Someone's gonna shoot me down out of the sky. Mow through it! Mow through it! I know you're behind me, sir. Done! Where do you think you're going? Oh, you want to play that game, huh? Reload, darn you! Ugh. Freaking snipers. Let's go. Let's go. No living for you. Better than nothing, I guess. I don't need this stupid sniper. Give me a shotgun. The building. That probably would be an important thing to have to get away. That better be my guy. Shield down here, or just holding hands? Yeah, I'll swap. Nah, well, we ain't got time for it. Pretty cool little dance area. Reminds me of Lego Star Wars with a little disco area that was hidden. When I say we gotta go, we gotta go. Oh crap! Oh, well, I'm dead. I didn't think it was gonna come up behind me like Kim Kardashian. I've seen it all. I guarantee it, they're going to put the anime version of Uncle Harley in here from the dating simulator.
The way they walk.
Well, I readied up. There we go. Now I'm readied up. Yes, theme them. Oh, they got big alien man. They won. Like my background? I love that. I absolutely love that. I unlocked that with a quest with my little guy here, my little chicken dude. Why are we surfing? Catches a wave and hangs 10. What happened to paying the respects to the bus driver? I thought he was dead. Now he's resurrected, huh? Yeah, dude following me. I guess he wants me dead or something. Why does one of my slots have an error on it? Here we go. Mr. Pretzel. Stream snipers. Yeah, I don't got that many viewers on my lives to do that. One time on YouTube, I had like 600 people. I think I had 8,000 people at once on a TikTok live at one point. And Instagram, a couple hundred. Yay, a bunch of shotguns. Well, Nico sent me this, and then my brother sent me another one. Ew. Why, I do think I'll go in here and take the blade, thank you. I don't know what that sound is. Like sliding sounds glitching my ears right now. I don't know if y'all hear that too. Hear that? It's chasing me. I don't like that sound. Yeah, that's what the sound is. The running water or the sliding thing. There's a glitch, so it's coming after me. I don't know what that is or why. I have no control over that. Yeah, it's glitch from the sliding. It's coming up beside. I hear it on my headphones. Comes up on the left and the right. Hear that? Game's glitched. I'm gonna have to live with it for a minute. Ooh. You're dead. I want to turn the audio down on my headset slightly. I don't blame any of y'all if you do it. It'll be fixed by the next round. I don't feel anything about it. It's kind of cool having a family member reference in pulp culture. I just don't like the people that are disgusting with how they don't impersonate him. They dress like him and say they're impersonating him. I don't like how a group of individuals has behaved as that, and I don't like how the corporation has misrepresented him. But when he's referenced in just movies and TV shows and content creator stuff, it's kind of cool, especially if they're doing it out of good fun and to keep his memory alive. I hate the sound. And here it comes again. It's neat to see the reference. People are strange. Like the one guy that actually works for KFC occasionally tracked me down to where I was in Orlando, Florida for a America's Got Talent audition. He tracked me down from a post when I had almost no followers. He was literally looking up for people who were posting about Colonel Sanders or related to him. And he stalked me to the point where he found where I was. And then he manipulated me for a long time for information. KFC still employs him occasionally. Really embarrassing when it comes to the company. Family can't even represent family values. And it's because we know it doesn't taste the same anymore. They know, people would know we'd be lying if we got on a commercial and said, oh, this is great, it tastes exactly how it did 50 years ago. They know that'd be bullcrap. So rather than fix the issue, they're going to continue with these marketing campaigns. And block out my family. Instead of fixing the food, making it where people actually like it. This sliding thing is getting annoying. Sliding is going to irritate me. Fortnite, fix your crap. Ooh. Yeah, that's that one's Thayer. He's not endorsed by the company at all. Miller is the one that has been employed by the company. Thayer wants Miller. They're arch nemesis. It's kind of funny in the lore of that they're arch nemesis of each other. Yeah, a year later, he still has that slander against me up, but you know, it's whatever at this point. People could look at him and see how deranged he is. All of them. they'll say that man probably goes in his basement or whatever, wherever he has Uncle Harley's suit stored, and tries it on naked to feel closer to him. Like he's wearing his skin or something. That's the vibe, at least. Ooh. Ooh, you hurt a lot. Yeah, you hurt a lot. I'm dead. Stacy, that's a lyric in one of the songs I told you that we wrote that I warned you about. I bet he tries my uncle's suit on naked. Ah, man. He probably does. He told me, man, I bet you look good in that suit. You ought to come down to my house, stay with me, and I'll let you try on your uncle's suit. Oh boy, I get to wear my dead uncle's suit. No, thank you. Well, Tom Parker was a colonel. He's just not a military colonel. He was a Kentucky colonel. That's why they called him Colonel too. Yeah, not too long ago, that stuff bothered me a lot. Now I just kind of laugh at it. I said my piece about it. Yeah, right. I was saying the same thing, Pretzel. It said Miller and Thayer both invited me to their house, and this before I lived in Kentucky, rather than stay with family that live here, they wanted me to stay at their home and go to these KFC events with them. And I kept saying I'm glad I didn't, because I probably would have ended up stuffed in a display case. Yeah, it was wild. I mean, it's a Kentucky Colonel. If you go on the Kentucky Colonel's famous Colonel listings, as they update their database and families of these famous people present their certificate, the Kentucky Colonel certificate, they're adding them to the list of famous colonels. I asked him when I'll be added to, because I got millions of views across all platforms, almost 500,000 followers on TikTok. They said I need to reach 1 million followers on TikTok, 2 million on YouTube, or 10 million on Instagram, something like that. And then they would add me to the famous Colonel listing. But anyways, Tom Parker is on the famous Colonel listing. Anybody with a Kentucky Colonel title can call themselves the Colonel. That's not unique to Uncle Harley. I got several friends. I nominated almost every adult in my family. I've nominated as a Kentucky Colonel, and quite a few of them received the commission. They could all be called the Colonel. There was one guy, Tim Campbell, lives in one of the North or South Carolina. He's a preacher there. He dresses like my uncle. He looks nothing like him. I used to be friends with them because back when the other two clowns were manipulating me into talking to them, because I was young and naive, he joined in on that. I had a whole group of impersonators. They all hated each other, but talked nice to each other's face. It was really weird. Oh, they timed that right, didn't they? It was really weird at the time. But anyways, he begged me for years when I became a Kentucky Colonel 10 years ago to nominate him. He already had a Facebook page called The Colonel. All because all these men that go around dressing like the Colonel started doing it because somebody said, hey, you kind of look like Colonel Sanders, and then they became. Weirdest thing. That's their origin story. And he kept begging me to make him a colonel, to nominate him, just so he could officially call himself the Colonel, to take the fan page thing off. I said no. He had a friend in Korea that was a Kentucky Colonel that nominated him, and he was commissioned, so he prances around with that. But one day he demanded that an actual friend of mine, Tony Brasisco, who is a Kentucky Colonel as well, and he's a cosplayer. He's not an impersonator. He doesn't go around impersonating my uncle. He goes to cosplay conventions and dresses like the comic versions of him, which I think is cool, the DC Comics. And he does his own little twists and stuff on it. But he doesn't try to pervert the image of Colonel Sanders. He does his own thing, and when people talk to him, he actually shares a lot of the history. And he'll contact me for some information to share too, and he credits my family for the information as well. Because I guess Uncle Harley was one of his heroes. But, so he posted a fun thing. I don't have an issue with him, because again, he doesn't try to be something he's not. He's not trying to be Colonel Sanders. He just wants to be a cosplayer. Anyways, he shared something, and the preacher thought this was disgusting to share, and he demanded that I tell him to stop dressing like Colonel Sanders. And I told every single one, including Tim here, that if I had to tell one to do it, I had to tell all of them to do it, because Colonel Sanders didn't even like his own family dressing like him and calling themselves the Colonel, even though some were Kentucky Colonels, like James Sanders, his nephew, my great uncle. He was a Kentucky Colonel, franchisee, worked for KFC. He replaced Colonel Sanders as Colonel Sanders in the ads in the 80s. He died in 1989. When he ran into Uncle Harley at the airport, Uncle Harley would tell him to shave the crap off his face, take the suit off, there's only one Colonel Sanders, even though he nominated his nephew to become a Kentucky Colonel and he was a Sanders. But Uncle Harley would tell people that were trying to take his image and misrepresent him or try to act like they are him, he would tell them to take it off. He wouldn't appreciate it. There's a difference between people having fun and then people trying to be something that they're not, and he could tell the difference. So he would tell all these guys to knock it off and that they're all clowns. He didn't like that very much. So I told him, so I'm going to formally request on behalf of the entire family that you and all these other impersonators quit doing the crap you do. Save it for conventions. Save it for contests. Quit going to Walmart asking for photos as the Colonel. He didn't like that. He told me he will never stop dressing like the Colonel, making people smile. And then he proceeded to block me and have one of his buddies try to slander me online, saying that I'm not in my family because he Find a Grave website didn't list me as a dead relative. So they wanted to be famous and in the spotlight as my uncle, so I highlighted them on my page. Now people that see them say, hey, it's a phony! And I can point and laugh because my family don't approve of those clowns, and yet they're still dressing like my family. Yeah, it's funny. These guys are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, by the way. There's a really good one. William Wilkerson, he passed away a year ago. He was a good man, good friend. He was one of them. He didn't look like Uncle Harley, but he dressed like him and went to conventions and breast cancer awareness stuff. He's a really good guy. He lived in Tennessee. Not too far from my cousins on Lee's side of the family. I got in touch with him along with all those things, all those people. And he was actually a nice one. He was very nice. Miller and Thayer would threaten him to not show up at contests. Wilkerson was at a local grand opening at Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky here a couple years ago, and he was meeting family that lived in the area. And Miller was at that grand opening trying to show off, and he said he would have him thrown out if he ever showed up again looking like Colonel Sanders, because it's his turn. So, now I'm not the only one wrong by these impersonators. Other impersonators, impressionists, and comedians that were low level, not people would recognize their names, they were intimidated by these folks too, because they wanted their sole priority to represent them. It's really weird. Yeah, he started at retirement age because he couldn't afford to retire. He owned a ferry boat business that got closed down. He worked on the railroad, got fired from that. Got fired from being an insurance salesman. He got fired from being a tire salesman. He got fired from working on a farm. Every single job that the man has held, he lost. One way or the other. He either got fired from it or the business had to close down. He had a Shell station. He got closed due to the Great Depression. He was given the Pure and Oil station, which got turned into the Sanders Corner Cafe, where Kentucky Fried Chicken was founded. That ran until 1955 because a new highway was put in that took away his business, so he had to close it. So now he had owned a home right behind the Sanders Cafe. His family was living there. He went to live in his car, not live in it being homeless, but go live in his car, travel the country, the franchise. He knew he had to do something, and he had this chicken recipe that would work in this pressure cooking idea. Pressure frying idea. So he traveled the country in his car with his nephew, Lee Cummings, and they would travel around the country trying to find people who would franchise it. He didn't have a business structure. He just had a recipe, a handshake, his word, a little tie, and not even the white suit yet. So he built it from nothing. But it wasn't just him. Dave Thomas was a big help. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Dave Thomas was a huge help. Pete Harmon, his first franchisee, was a huge help, especially with the marketing and creating the image that became so iconic. They all put their heads together to figure out a way to be able to sell this product and to better the image that Uncle Harley was looking for. He built it from nothing. He did it on a nickel for every whole chicken sold in meals. You get 4 or 5 meals out of one chicken. And pretty soon he was having $1,000 a day income. He was able to buy a house called Black Hall Manor in Shelbyville, Kentucky, which is now on the property of the Claudia Sanders Dinner House. None of that history is within family anymore. You're dead. A lot of people look at my family and go, well, why aren't you rich? Or you must be rich and you must have the recipe. The recipe wasn't handed out. I had to work to figure out what I believe is the recipe. I had to work to find that. And we're not rich. Uncle Harley left no money to the family. He donated the millions that he has made. Gave it back to the community. He paid for people to go to college, and folks don't understand that. He wasn't in it for the money. He needed it to survive, and when he sold Kentucky Fried Chicken, he figured $2 million would last him and his wife the rest of their life. And then it took him just a couple years to go back to rags because he gave all that money away. He was only paid $45,000 a year salary to be the spokesperson. Made whatever money he did off the patent of the pressure fryer with Winston Shelton. Yeah, I'm full of a lot of information no one ever asked for. I don't bother putting any more documentaries together because they don't get any views. Other people make a documentary full of misinformation on my family and it goes viral. I make one about the family that's accurate and nothing. Is that right? Goodbye, goodbye! Are you serious right now, bro? Is there someone in there? Somebody's going to die tonight. It's probably going to be me. I'm shooting. Dude. Yeah, that's pretty much it where I'm at. I'm sick of seeing it. I don't even want to watch any more of it. I don't want to see the new ads. I don't want to see the new marketing stuff. I don't want to see anybody's misinformation or even correct information on my family. I know what the truth is. I posted the truth. I spoke the truth. And now it's just a waiting game to see if it goes viral. I love the ones after I've made a video like that and 5 months down the road somebody's arguing with me in the comment section saying that what I'm saying is not true because this guy that said it, that has millions of views, said that this is true and it was completely inaccurate. And then somebody will comment and go, dude, do you even know who you're talking to? Like, if I'm wrong about something, I'll admit it, I'll correct myself, and I credit whoever corrected me. But you gotta prove to me that I'm wrong. Because I'm 99% accurate with the stuff that I say. Kinda lock in. Oh. That was disgusting. Not many left. A car? This dude's still in the car? Can't hit worth a darn. He's over here. I'm dead. Doing my 1:13 a.m. Good thing I don't work tomorrow. Schedule changes. I love that. Just now realizing it's saying bird in the background. Oh, here's the battle bus. Oh crap. I am tired. Tired and broke. Vecna. Weird to see Vecna smiling like that. Why are we surfing? I've been saying they need to collab with Fortnite, and I bet you they're going to, but it's not going to be a accurate representation of Uncle Harley. I bet it's going to be one of their anime or hunky Colonel Sanders things that they promote. Good night, Stacy. Thank you for joining us. Of course, now that I'm blocked by their social team, you know that they're going to take that idea and run with it. Oh, good. People are landing here. Yay, the same gun. Are you serious? Oh, you know people are gonna love the hunky one, regardless. Hello, good sir. Must be inside the house, huh? Pizza Man. Oh, okay. I should just uninstall the game, right? All right. Yeah, do I still have the battle pass now that my game pass and stuff expired? Or am I not allowed to? I own it? Nope. Okay, so that's cool. They just take away the battle pass then, right? Is that right? They just take it away now. They're gonna take away the whole battle pass. Even if you already paid for the month of it, right? It expires game pass, so then no more. You only get what you already unlocked, or they take that stuff away. I can't afford to renew it this month. It'll be next year. It's only a month away. Yeah. And I'm going to end it. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you haven't. Leave a few comments in the regular comment section about the video and what you thought of it, so that other people, you know, pushes onto their algorithm. Share it. And, yeah, I'm tired. Good night. Ciao.